It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, the place where you build your 8 to 9 figure sales department, which allows you to have more impact, change lives and businesses. At the end of the day, generate revenue. And isn't that what this is all about, by the way, for your sales department to be able to generate revenue? So every morning, we appreciate you. You have a lot of choices, a lot of things you can do with your time right now. You choose it to be with us. And my promise is this will be a good use of your time. Now, every morning we start with our core philosophies. It's just one of them. And one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. It's not a new idea. I get it. It's an old adage, but a success principle that works. So we're going to look at if someone else has done something, so can we. We're also going to look at the CEO who is in a position to make decisions for the sales department. And some of these decisions, they had some huge wins. Others, they had some lessons learned. And others, we can just draw from what they've done in that industry and extract best practices and put it in our industry. How cool is that, by the way? So let's get started with the case study this morning, because the benefit to you is you can use the case study in your business today in this present moment, no matter where you are, no matter the size of your company, and no matter what you're going through or your industry. So let's talk about a gentleman who back in the mid-1980s, Ken Kutaragi. Ken Kutaragi, known as the father of PlayStation, saw a significant gap in the video gaming industry while attending a presentation at Sony's Information Processing Research Center. He was amazed by the System G, a workstation that brought 3D graphics to life on TV screens. And this inspired Kutaragi to dream of bringing such advanced graphics to home gaming consoles, which were struggling with poor sound and truly, at the time, limited graphics. This was the beginning of a journey that would not only change gaming, but also provide valuable lessons in sales strategies that you, as a CEO, will be able to benefit and you'll be able to draw from these inferences as well. So the early 1990s saw a surge in the CD-ROM technology, which was becoming a crucial component in gaming due to its interactive capabilities and, well, at the end of the day, cost effectiveness. So companies like Commodore, Philips, and Sega were racing to integrate this technology, but Sony hesitated. They viewed gaming as mere of a toy that could harm his high-end electronics image. Despite this, Kutaragi convinced Sony to develop a CD-ROM unit for Nintendo's SNES, aiming to make it the most powerful console. However, the partnership was a little rocky. During a major electronics show, Nintendo shocked everyone by announcing a deal with Philips, instead leaving Sony in the dark. This unexpected twist is a reminder of the importance of having a sales strategy and adaptability when it comes to business. Rather than retreat, Kutaragi saw Nintendo's betrayal as an opportunity. With the support of Sony's president, he started on a mission to create Sony's own console. So there was a problem. They needed to do something about it. He said, we're going to call this PlayStation. And using advanced 32-bit technology, the PlayStation offered unparalleled 3D graphics and sound. This set a new standard in gaming. This move was a masterclass in sales positioning, transforming a setback into a competitive advantage. Now, for business leaders, the story highlights the importance of resilience and innovation in your sales systems, turning challenges into opportunities for, well, unlimited growth. So you might be wanting to say, what's my big takeaway? Good point. My big takeaway here is the PlayStation story underscores the importance of having a solid sales system and strategy. Ken Kutaragi's vision and leadership turned a potential failure into really one of the groundbreaking successes. It revolutionized the gaming industry. And for CEOs, the lesson is clear. A well-defined sales strategy and the ability to pivot in the face of adversity are crucial for driving revenue and making lasting impact. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 in a way. With that being said, by the way, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this. And my promise to you is you will build your 8 to 9 figure sales department. You stay in this conversation, and this is where the magic is going to happen. Now, every morning, we also like to start off with our core mantra. And the core mantra is important to me. It's so important because every CEO has a mantra. They have a belief, something that they're instilling in the sales department. And our belief is just 3 words. Now, I never get tired of sharing this. I know I may have said this a million times. I don't know. But I will continue to say it. And here it is. Here's the core mantra for every CEO. Now, you can write this down if you want. You can put this in your notes. You can have this on your phone. You can make it a screensaver. But here it is. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. There's a reason why, because if you can't focus on sales, that's a problem. Focus on sales. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money pouring out than there is coming in. Shay, you've got to tell me what this is all about. Why are we focused on sales? Why are we focused on sales? Because I want you to know at the end of the day, as a CEO, selling is very, very, very serious business. So I want you to have your focus on the one area that makes the most impact in your business. And then we go to the other side and we take a look at, okay, as a CEO, we're responsible for obviously the sales strategy. We're responsible for the sales department having the sales resources. And we're responsible as the CEO for making sure the sales department has the sales processes that it needs in order to hit its goal. But we also have a pledge. And our pledge as a CEO every morning is to learn, earn, and return. Now, you can repeat these words after me. This is our pledge. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? I must return. Oh, how important is that? Now, objectives, when you get together on this call and be a part of this, is about sales progress. So we're going to take a look at what's working. We're going to take a look at the numbers. We're going to take a look at where we need to put our emphasis and our resources. And then we're going to look at, wait a minute, there are some roadblocks. There are some challenges. We're going to overcome those challenges. We're going to step into that. And we're going to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you got to have your one-page CEO sales plan. Pull it out right now. I think you've done it with us a number of times. Number 2, what's the sales cycle look like? Where are your clients? Number 3, the sales message. I mean, I would not be in a conversation and not understand the sales message, by the way. That's something that's always changing, always evolving, just like the case study that we just talked about a few minutes ago. And then next is we'll look at the CEO sales dashboard, where it gets measured, it gets managed. And then we're going to slow down and take a look at the sales team. Now, for those folks who tune in every morning, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. You have choices. Do me a favor. If you're watching live on one of the streaming platforms and you can do this, look below the video, look right now, right below the video, and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is just the bat signal. It's like, Shay, I'm in the conversation. I'm with you. Now, if you happen to be watching the replay, that's cool as well. Look below the video. You can't be here at 8 a.m. You're here at 5 p.m., you're here at noon, you're here at 9 p.m. Doesn't really matter. Hit hashtag right below the video right now, but hashtag I'm here. And if you're on the streaming platform, because you might be on the streaming platform right now. Some of you right now are listening to the podcast. Some of you are on YouTube right now. Some of you are on Roku or Apple TV or Amazon Fire or one of our 72 syndicated platforms. Thank you all. We appreciate every one of you. Go ahead and go over to @IamShayBrown right now. Let's connect. I love to see what you're up to. Love to follow you. Love to be in the conversation with you every single day. And the question we get asked all the time is, why the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So we're getting here because we want to use proven principles and practices that allow you to build your sales department to 8 to 9 figure sales department. Got it, Shay. But what is the why? Well, this is all about sales growth. 15 minutes a day. I mean, sales growth, accountability, and consistency. You have that in your business and you're going to do some amazing things. 15 minutes a day is all we ask. Why? Because there's 1,440 minutes in every day. We take 1% of our day to accomplish one goal and one goal early. And I want you to lean in. Seriously, lean in. And here's the number 1 reason you're here. Is to generate an extra $100,000. That's our outcome. $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Now, this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You generate an extra $100,000 a month because you're in this conversation. Now, how do you do that? My clients used to always ask, Shay, what do we measure? What do we manage? Because I believe what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we created the CEO sales dashboard because it did not exist. And we said, look, this is the metrics the CEOs need to do to get to 8 to 9 figures. Now, you can measure a lot of areas in your business, and you should. I'm not getting into numbers, but I'm going to tell you these 5. If you're not tracking these 5, I can promise you it's highly unlikely that you're generating $100,000 or $1 million plus. Leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. It could happen. It happens for a handful of folks, but most folks got to focus. So you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard. It's our free gift to you. It's an Excel sheet. It looks just like this. And over at CEOSalesDashboard.com. And now you go to today's date. Then you go look at the left-hand side. You look at leads, appointments, offers, deals, a repeat business. And I want you to go ahead and insert into your Excel sheet your top 2 products that are most important to you in your business. So you don't have to measure everything. But I'm telling you, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You're not measuring these 5 areas. I can promise you. I think I look at the numbers. You're not doing $1 million plus. If you are, you're in the top 1% of folks that can do that. Now, once you put your top 2 products in there, every morning we take a look. And let's say today we were just taking a look at repeat business. And we can look at leads, look at appointments, look at offers. But let's say repeat business. And I want you to take a look at how many deals were done for current clients who just bought a new product. And then for some folks, maybe there was an existing product. So maybe they have an iPhone and they went in and they had to buy a cord, or they had to buy a plug, or they went in and it was a new product and they had an iPhone and they bought the MacBook Pro. And then for some of you, you're already in the business of having a continuity program or a membership-driven type of program. And we want to look at how many new folks came into that and then how many folks left out. Look, here's the point I want to make. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You're an incredible CEO. The purpose of this CEO Sales Huddle is to help you get to 8 to 9 figure sales department on a consistent basis. Now, we don't just look at what's happened in the business. We go acknowledge our wins. So let's go down right now and let's take a look and let's look at what's working. 3 questions, because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why, Shay? Why? Tell me why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get, exactly what you focus on. So let's focus right now. What are you most proud of yesterday in the sales department? And you answer, not for me. This is for you. What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? You answer that question, not me. And then last, what do you want to brag about? Like, if we could bring you on right now, you're the CEO. You're responsible for giving the sales department the sales resources. You're responsible for making sure the sales responsible has the sales processes. Like, you make that decision and then you set direction for the sales department. What are you most proud of? Like, what do you want to brag about? But every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorn. There's challenges. We had a case study this morning. There was challenges. There was doubt. They had to separate from the competition. People didn't do what they said they were going to do. So let's take a look at what some challenges we had. What are some hurdles your sales department had to overcome yesterday? I didn't say last week. I didn't say last month. I didn't say tell me a story of what's going on in the economy and what's been happening in the economy. Yesterday, what was your biggest roadblock for the sales department? We're not talking about the people we got to pay. We're not talking about branding or marketing. No, sales. What's preventing you today? And then take a look at it. What's one thing you can do? Like, the one thing you can do. Like right now, this is not a beat me up conversation. This is us getting together. We've got about 1.5 minutes or 90 seconds left here. Getting together for 15 minutes to focus on powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions, in fact, do help us get better. It steers our focus. So here's my message of today, or thoughts to ponder. Maybe I should have them change that. Thoughts to ponder. And the thought to ponder is I want you to have right now as a CEO, no matter if you're brand new or you're a veteran CEO, I want you to have that startup mentality. That startup mentality is that mentality in the beginning when you got started, you knew this was going to work. And you were willing to check the boxes. You were willing to do whatever it takes. All I'm asking you to do is slow down for a moment. You can speed back up. And just focus on the sales department. Like, you give us 15 minutes a day, we appreciate it. Show up again tomorrow, and then the next day. And then every day take a little bit of step and a little bit of step and a little bit of step. There's an old saying, and it's been oversaid, but it's so true. Small hinges swing big doors. So do small things well and get big results. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Please take this, share it with someone else. If you got some value, tell someone else about the CEO Sales Huddle. Help their business get to another level. I'm out. God bless. I guess I should say keep doing God's work. We gone. Peace.